Hopefully, we're live. Okay. Hopefully, people can hear us now.
I know, for real.
Jeez, let me check it. The only thing is, we can't take callers.
Jeez.
Yep, that's the only thing that sucks.
Just hold the phone up to the mic.
Oh, you know what? I could do that.
Screw it. Do it the old-fashioned way.
I guess talk to people.
There's no one in here yet, I don't think. Test, test, test. Can you guys hear us?
Oh, check Skype. Check which call while I get this going. Check the YouTube. Make sure it's working.
Yes, sir. There we go. Yeah.
Can you hear us? You can hear us?
Yeah.
Hello?
Yeah, you can hear us. Yeah, there we go. Jesus Christ, dude, the audio issues. It's
I'm
fucking bullshit. Fuck YouTube. No, I'm just kidding.
I don't think it's YouTube. I think it's OBS. This stupid setting shit. I don't know. It was working great. You don't touch nothing and it doesn't work. But anyways, thanks, Zach, man. Sorry about that. All right, start it again.
That, Zach. You gonna roll the intro or what?
I blame Bob. I blame Bob too. Absolutely.
Yeah,
just roll it. Just roll it.
You want me to go with the intro and then you'll just edit it later? Okay. No, I'll say what's up. Don't fine. Actually play. Yeah. What's going on, Canes fam? I am Matty Ice. He is Caniacs, and this is Canes calling live. Caniacs, how you doing tonight?
Take 3. We made it.
Hey, best part. It is what it is, part. Man. Hey, best part. We got the name of the episode. There we go. Take 3, that's baby.
It. Take 3. There you go. That is it. Oh my god.
Oh okay. Man. So I don't even know what people didn't hear because obviously we're having audio issues.
They heard nothing.
What have you? Huh? Yeah, they heard nothing.
Yeah, nothing.
So let me ask you, you've had a little bit of time to think about it. What are your thoughts, man, about that Bama game? How are you feeling?
Now, we had the instant reaction game right after, the instant reaction show right after the game.
Yeah.
We just do it from the hip. You know what I mean? But after taking my time and watching some even more film breakdown, there's some scary parts and there's some really good parts. There's a couple guys stood out and a couple guys didn't stand out at all. I mean, they were horrible.
They stood out in another way.
Yeah, Scafey. Oh my God, that dude! Don't even get on the field anymore. That dude got put. Even Zion. Here's the thing: he's supposed to be a projected 6th round. No, not 6th round. 6th overall pick in the 1st round. Zion Nelson. That man got pushed around like somebody was trying to steal his lunch. You know what I mean? It was ridiculous. I mean, I couldn't believe it, and that's why they put in. And I have to apologize. It wasn't Trayon Usman or however you say it. It was. It was the guy from UNLV.
You're butchering the hell out of Usman Traore.
That's it.
It was Justice. Yeah, it was Justice.
Yeah. He went in and he did a lot better. My boy 53 played above average. I wouldn't say did it outstanding. He did above average. Now I know some of y'all said, well, he didn't get no sacks. But if you look, there's some things that he has to do, that other players have to do to open up so other people can get in, and he was doing his job. There's one thing that I really saw that I didn't really see during the game is that we're doing that zone blitzing where we're dropping the defensive end out in the coverage. And this time there was not a fucking soul there. They would motion the wide receiver out of the way. They'd have the running back going the opposite way. The guy would still go back in the coverage, and there's not a damn soul out there. When he should have been rushing in. Communication, I don't know if it's communication or they're just not supposed to communicate that. They're just supposed to do whatever the hell they're supposed to be doing. You know what I mean? So it's just our offensive line is not as good as advertised. I'm just going to say that. They need a lot of work. There's a lot of work going on there. Even Donaldson got pushed around a little bit. Corey Gaynor got manhandled a good majority of the time. We were playing from behind the sticks instead of, you know what I mean? So it's already hard. They couldn't open up holes for Cam. Everybody's like, oh, well, Cam, why'd they feed the ball to Cam? Well, the hole's there for a second, but when Zion is getting his face smashed across all the way into the gap from the right side, I mean, there's nothing Cam can do about it. The defensive end ran Zion Nelson into the hole, so Cam had to go around to get tackled. You know what I mean? So there's a lot to work on. So yeah, I'm a little nervous about our elite side, not App State, not like that. I'm worried more about Clemson probably going to get our face pushed in again. You know what I mean?
If we even play them, you mean?
Right. Yeah. So there's a lot of improvement. Some of this is teachable, but go ahead.
This is the most I've heard you talk on this show, like, ever.
I'm hot, man. I'm hot.
I know, I can tell. I don't know if it's the audio issues, the fact that we lost to Bama, or what.
All of it put together. I mean, I had all that visual. We had it all set up. I worked my ass off on that. That was all. What do you mean? That was only one play.
He's talking about the Zion.
Oh,
the one that you're referencing.
That was one, but there's also more of that. I was talking about the one where he got his face shoved in the cross, but he still got beat around the edge a couple more times, and he got beat on the inside as well. There's one where he's standing there not blocking a thing.
Damn, you telling Kevin Kane to go watch the game again?
No, I'm not. I'm just saying I watched it. I'm just saying
I know. I'm just instigating shit.
And if you haven't watched Coach Hayes' show, I recommend you go watch Coach Hayes' show and watch him with the breakdown.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So let me ask you something. So we're kind of getting on the subject of, you know, what was Zion won the battle against Anderson 10-1. Okay. Well, I got to go back and watch it. I don't know. Robert wants to disagree with you, so I don't know. That's between you two. I have no idea. We gotta look at the film breakdown of that. But let me ask you. So after rewatching this game, you listed a few things with the offensive line. Was there anything with the defense that stuck out to you? Any positive, negative things after rewatching?
Yeah. Our young players are young, and they show that they're young. They're inexperienced. There was out of place a couple of times. Now, it's hard to tell if it's, you know, if they were told to do that, or, you know what I'm saying. But if you see more than one guy doing it, then it's pretty much taught. So I don't know. I wasn't impressed. I figured it'd be more like, I don't know, like 18, that defense, when we had all that push, but we didn't. Now, I'd say Nesta balled out, though. Nesta played really well.
Really? I didn't think Nesta was really that effective at all.
Well, when you have 2 to 3 guys blocking you at a time, I mean, that's effective. Ford played pretty good. You know what I mean? He didn't play like super outstanding, but he played pretty good.
Mm-hmm. You know so I mean? you don't think Cam Kitchens played pretty well, or James Williams for that matter, out of the young dudes?
Cam Kitchens came in when he shouldn't have been coming in, for one. But yeah, he played pretty well, but he was out of position a couple times. I don't know if it's communication or, you know, it wasn't, you know what I mean? There's things that he is just not seeing, or they're just not communicating like they should be doing. That could be part of the key too, just communication. I'm not 100% sure though, but.
Yeah, well, I don't know if you saw the press conferences the other day. I think it was yesterday, and they were talking to T-Rob, and you know they kind of asked him like how do you think James Williams and Cam Kitchens did, and you know T-Rob gave props. He gave props to both of them, but he specifically said that James Williams definitely earned more burn.
That phone signal all day Saturday, right? Exactly.
He said that James Williams definitely earned more playing time. What are your thoughts on that?
And you can see him too. He was out there. He was manhandling some of them guys, but granted, it was some of their second team guys, but they're still 5 stars, 4 stars, whatever. But
yeah,
I mean, he's as advertised. He's freaky, man. He's freaky fast. He doesn't look like he's that fast, but he can close some ground quickly.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So the other thing too, obviously, so T-Rob got interviewed. I think he was a part of the press conference yesterday, and then also Manny and Rhett Lashley were. The thing, oh nice, look at that. The thing I want to bring up though, I know, doing something right. The thing I wanted to bring up though is I feel like a lot of Canes fans on Twitter were questioning the play calling on offense, especially for instance, that 3rd and 7 play where D'Eriq King handed the ball off to Cam Harris. I felt like in the press conferences, you kind of saw Manny and Rhett. I don't want to say like place the blame on D'Eriq, but kind of deflected and said, we didn't go through all of our reads like we should have.
Hold on 1 second.
What was that? Oh, you got a clip?
No, hold on 1 second. Hey, caller. We can't hear you right now. Call back in like 5 minutes, okay? Thanks, brother. Oh, that was Coach.
Oh, that was Coach. Nice.
Yeah.
I don't know if you saw that. I don't know if you saw this, but when Rhett Lashlee was interviewed the other day, someone asked him about the conservative play calling in the first half, and specifically asked, how come Will Mallory wasn't targeted as much or what have you? And he said, he was open in some instances. It was just, we didn't make the right reads to get him the ball. So how much of that do you think is, the offensive line not playing well enough so D'Eriq can't go through his reads, or maybe D'Eriq's not making the right reads? What are kind of your thoughts on that?
It's kind of hard to get the right reads when you're getting somebody thrown in your face more than, you know what I'm saying? You don't have time to make progressions. Now you can see when they switched and put out Scafey. I know you love it when I do that, but anyways,
I feel like can I just say this too?
Go ahead.
People think that you really like don't know their names, but it's more of like the thing. You know how like Canes fans reference number 6, like 6 or 8. You just mispronounce their names. You're like, I don't give a shit. I'm just gonna mispronounce their names. You don't deserve to have your name pronounced correctly if you're gonna fuck up in a game.
No, I'm just joking. But Scafey, with Scafey, I did it on purpose. Ousmane Traore, that I really forgot that at that time. But one thing about Mallory, that boy can't block to save his life. I can show you some plays where if Mallory would have just held his block or at least just block somebody, we would have had so many positive yards it wouldn't even be funny. There's a lot of plays that were busted up because he wouldn't hold his block or actually block correctly. He whiffed on a bunch of guys.
I saw some statistics. Didn't he have the worst blocking grade? Yes. I don't know if it was run blocking or pass blocking out of the entire team. Oh, it was all of it, and it was just overall.
I know it was run blocking for sure, but I mean, he just was getting. He can't block. He can catch, but man, the guy can't block. He's got to really work on that. Because if he can't block and catch, you need to bring Arroyo in. Because if he can block, you might as well have him block out there. And then when you need somebody to catch the freaking ball, then bring in Mallory. If you need him out wide or whatever. A lot of people say, well, you got to get Mallory the ball more. But shit, I mean, the tackles were, and the worst thing about it is they were mainly rushing 3 to 4 guys.
And when they had 4 guys rushing, they actually got some pressure too.
Yeah, a lot of pressure with 3. Yeah. They got a sack with just 3 guys. Yeah, it's just, yeah.
So I know we kind of got off subject here, but
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to get on the tangent.
No, you're good. You're good. You're mad today, man. You're a bulldog.
Well, because the game should have been better than what it was. The outcome of the game should have been better if we would have executed.
Yeah,
and he's right. Some of the plays need to be executed. Now with D'Eriq King, some of those RPOs, I don't know if he was just told to hand it off and not really look, but you can see some of those ends were just committing to the run. They weren't even paying attention to if D'Eriq King had the ball or not. Because if there's some of those runs, if he would have pulled it and ran like last year, oh man, you know what I mean? But there were some plays he just handed the ball off and he didn't pull it back now. So I don't know. You know what I mean? I don't know if he was told to do that or what.
So Manny was also on the Joe Rose show, and he also had like a similar answer to what Rhett Lashlee had said. He quote, "We had some RPO looks that we didn't take. Maybe the picture got cloudy or whatever. And so you take those RPOs. That's the whole point. It's going to be hard. Yeah. So you have to look and say, wow, they just run the ball in the middle." So he's saying from the fans' perspective, like, look, they just ran the ball in the middle. What he's saying is that, it was the wrong read at the time for whatever reason. Didn't really elaborate on that. But yeah, I don't know where to go from there. I don't know who to put the blame on there. But yeah, I mean, I just want to close out talking about this game.
I'm done with it.
I'm done with it. The only thing.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, is it what was the score prediction you had? I had 37-27.
I had a high like 48-42, something like that.
Oh, you had that? That was yours?
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
What up, Flo? How you doing, brother?
What's up, Flo? Get Flo in here, dude. I miss that guy. He was on when I wasn't on. That was messed up, bro. But yeah, I mean, it's like I said last week, and I elaborated on. It's all about the response. Are we gonna come out, be all like, "Woe is me, we just got our asses kicked by Bama," and be in a close game against App State like we were? Do you remember? I can't remember when it was when we played like Central Michigan, and that was a close game and shit. It's just, are we going to see the same old story? We're going to hold our heads down, or what? Are we going to actually come out and dominate?
I mean, the last time we were supposed to play App State, everybody was saying the same thing. Oh, they're going to upset us. They're going to upset us. Who have they upset since Michigan in 2006? Is that when that happened?
It was a while ago.
I mean, do you know what I mean? So, yeah. I mean, I understand they're a good team. I understand they're well disciplined. They're well coached. I get it. But they're not in our league. Bama, is a whole different ball game compared to App State. If we play like we did 2007, thanks, Zach. But yeah, I'm not even worried about it. And see, this is another thing I don't understand. If you look at the spread down there, they're saying the predicted score is supposed to be 38-18, but yet it's only a 7.5 spread. I don't understand that part. Yeah, we're only a 7.5.
I mean,
you know what I mean?
I think it's just they don't know which Miami is going to show up, right?
I understand that. No, I got you.
Yeah,
I got you.
That's what. I mean, that's how it's been. So obviously, just previewing App State. They beat Eastern Carolina last week, 33-19. They're one of the better rushing offenses. Didn't really know too much about them when I was doing this research. One of the top 10 rushing offenses, but past few years apparently. Position groups to look out, which, I mean, I feel like it's kind of the opposite of us. The strongest positions are the offensive line, running back as well, actually. Probably the two best positions on the team. Last week they had two running backs that ran for over 100 yards.
Mm-hmm.
So that's got to scare you a little bit with our running back play, kind of sus.
Not really. I mean, we pretty much held Bama in, I wouldn't say in check, but I mean, they didn't like run all over the field on us. They threw all over the field on us, but they didn't really like
their running back literally just fucking ran through us like this is Sparta and like knocked the shit out of dudes.
What was that? No, go ahead. Keep talking. I'm going to look up that stat I saw earlier.
What's that? No, yeah. Did you see? He just like freaking shed off Jennings like he was nothing. There's a couple times he shed off Keontra too. Who was?
Well, the boys.
The other one that I saw.
Right. The boys need to tackle. They just need to tackle. A lot of them, they had a 2-yard loss, whatever, and you mix the tackle, and then they get 3 or 4 yards at gain or whatever. That's.
Well, let's be honest too. Like in the first game, usually tackling is an issue, right? Like that's just what happens.
For us. It wasn't for Bama.
Well, yeah. Well, I mean, but I'm saying in general, usually if like a team is going to struggle, like, so that's, I don't know.
I gotcha.
But yeah, that's the area of concern. They got some good like key defensive players. They have a pass rusher who I think he was ranked like top 15 in pass rusher win rate. They got a couple linebackers who are pretty good in coverage. And I mean, I don't know. I feel, to me, honestly, I feel like this is going to be a close game. I might be crazy, but I feel like Miami's going to do the Miami thing. This game's going to be closer than it needs to be. We maybe win by 2 possessions, but it's like late in the game.
Oh, you think?
Yeah, that's just what that's just how I'm feeling right now. Obviously, like it's hard to, separate my feelings just because of like, obviously we played Alabama first week. So it's kind of hard to really use that measuring stick and know how good this team is. And, when Alabama just literally beat Ohio State.
Here we go.
BCS by 30 points.
Let's see if we can hear. All right.
Who we got?
All right, can you hear me?
How we doing?
Good. How you doing? Who's this, Coach?
Good, man. Yeah, it's Coach, man. How's everything going?
Good, brother. How you doing?
Fantastic, man. It was great to hear the past 2 days of some eloquent coach speak from Coach Manny Diaz and some of the staff members.
Hey, Coach.
Validating what happened on Saturday.
Oh,
you
yeah.
know, it's great because it's the right thing to do because you got 11 games.
Right.
Unfortunately, this fan base that I'm a member of and that you're members of, we're so tired and we're so frustrated, and we've gone through basically 16 years, 17 years of mediocrity, and it just gets worse and worse and worse. And all the memes on Twitter and all those other social mediums, I mean, it's just beyond disappointing that we're at this stage.
Hey, Coach.
We're still at this stage. And,
Coach.
We got to go forward. You know, we got to maintain the faith, obviously, as a fan. But from a coach's perspective, he did the right thing. Just won't sit well with fans that know football. And
right.
If you know your football,
yeah,
which most of us do. You can read between the lines, and you know we're in trouble. It's just disappointing to see that it took a kid from UNLV to transfer in, and in 4 weeks he's your right tackle.
Right.
He's your best right tackle. You know, the years of not being successful recruiting and developing these kids at the offensive line. And yeah, I know this is the third offensive line in 5 years. Offensive line coach for 5 years. But there's so much there that sometimes I just ask myself, well, would Urban Meyer be any better right now with the same cast of characters? Would Nick Saban be better with the same cast of characters? And the answer is that there wouldn't be the same cast of characters if half those kids would have transferred.
Right.
Or asked them to transfer. So, we do the right thing. You loyal to kids. That's why Leighton and Steve's playing so much. That's why Brandon Jennings. And no offense to those kids. They're great kids. They really are. If you ever met them, they're great kids. But they're not meant to play at this level. There's no magic switch or preparation you can do over a year as a sixth-year or fifth-year senior, and automatically now you're going to start to produce. You are who you are.
Yeah. And,
that old adage, the eye in the sky don't lie, and after 5 years' work, you know who the hell you are. You're not. So I think the best thing we all can do is just take a step back, get our emotions in check, and let's hope we can win the next 11 in a row. If not that, at least 10 of the next 11, and get to the ACC championship game and compete, not win. Not even asking to win, just compete.
Absolutely.
And have a good showing, and then maybe get a little Orange Bowl berth and win the Orange Bowl. And now you've got something to grow that you can grow from. You can grow on, and you can sell, and you can say, hey, listen, you see, it took a while, but the journey was bumpy at the beginning, but look where we're at right now.
Right.
And that becomes a great selling point. But I had to mention one thing.
What's up, Max?
Watching Florida State and Notre Dame the other night, I know Notre Dame isn't what they were last year. But you've got to give that coaching staff, and I hate to admit this, but you have to. The job that kid has done up there the past, I want to say 9 months, got to give it to him. He went out and he got the most impactful defensive end pass rushing guy in the transfer portal. He got him. The guy I coveted highly. I loved him when he was at that show on Last Chance. I knew Jermaine Johnson was different level and better than what we had.
Right.
And we didn't get the kid. He did. He got another kid, defensive tackle. That played really well. So it's funny how their defense, all of a sudden their defense is much better. Two guys that are making the opponent's front seven have to walk.
Right.
And plan for them, scheme for them, make adjustments in game for them because they're that good. We all know, Notre Dame's offensive line historically has always been solid. But man, that guy, Norvell's done a great job. And I got to tell you, man, I think they're the best college football team in Florida right now. They're better than Florida.
Ooh, that's a bold statement right there.
Just what I'm seeing on tape, what I'm seeing on film,
No, I got you. I didn't watch anything about the UF game. But, Coach.
Wait, Florida State's better than UF?
I believe that's what he said.
I think they're much better defensively than UF. I thought they were much better than UF defensively.
Oh, I was going to say their quarterback can't throw past 5 yards.
Offensively, they still struggle. You can see it.
Yeah. So, Coach, what do you think is going to happen this weekend?
I'll tell you what I think is going to happen. I think Mandy's is not sleeping right now, and they're getting their game plan in, and it's probably done by now, and they're fine tuning it. But I bet you he's not sleeping, knowing that if he doesn't play these true freshmen, that's class of 22, he don't play these. 21 rather. If he doesn't play these kids more, if he doesn't give them an opportunity to play more snaps, I mean, Taylor got 0 snaps. His next biggest concern is not just, trying to go ahead and keep his job now, but if he's able to for the future, because these kids, they'll haul ass. They'll say, fuck this, I'm going to Alabama, I'm going to LSU, I'm going to Tennessee, I'm going to Georgia. Why am I going to stay someplace that I can't play? And the guys around me are proven underperformers, underachievers. Well, that's his biggest test right now, is maintaining that locker room together, because those younger kids, hey, they stand out. Cam Kinson stood out.
Yep.
James Williams, he stood out.
Mm-hmm.
Leonard Taylor didn't get a chance to stay now. And I understand Brian Ballum got hurt, and that's probably these two guys are playing a lot more. I get all those things, but, man, the eye in the sky, don't lie. Those kids are fast.
Yeah.
They got good instincts. Cam Kinson has a great IQ. I think he's a better safety right now than Gervin Hall is. And that's the thing that
I'd agree with that.
I think you got to play them, guys. If you don't play them now, you play them and they give them a big play and we lose the game. Now why are you playing the young kids? That's what we're going to hear. But you're going to catch 22. But those kids have to play. Maybe you play your more experienced kids towards the end of the game, or as these kids are getting more snaps, they're starting to make more plays.
Right.
All of a sudden, you're at the scoreboard, you're up 14.
Right. I know that coach said that he wants to give James Williams some more. He's earned some more time. Kitchens is going to start this week anyway, because Bubba's going to be out again. So,
right.
I don't know. We're going to have because he got the target. He's going to be out the first half.
Didn't he get in the first half though?
Yeah, he has to be out the whole first half for the targeting.
But I thought if you got it in the first half, you don't have to. I thought that was only if you got it in the second half. You have to be out of the first half of the second.
You're out for the game, and you still have to miss the whole first half of the next game. If I'm not mistaken, is that right, Coach?
Yeah, I don't. I think so. I think they were going to tweak that rule, and they wanted to eliminate sitting out the next half of the next game. But then that scratched. They couldn't agree on levels of targeting, so they kept it as is. Which, from what I understand, was whenever you're kicked out of the game, the next game we're sitting out that first half.
Right. Yeah, it doesn't matter when it happens. First half, second half. You still sit out the first half of the next game. If I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong, but if somebody out there knows, let us call in or let us know.
I think that's what they wanted to change it. And they wanted to put in different tiers of the infraction,
right?
The severity of the infraction. They couldn't agree.
Right.
That's what I remember. But
I just wanted to put that up there.
These kids have to play. Leonard Taylor has to play.
Yeah.
I don't know about you. I've always liked the nastiness and the meanness and the aura that Nesta Silvera brings. It just doesn't see. I don't see him on film. I see him on his ass on film. He's always getting hit, and then he gets pissed, and then he might take a cheap shot. He just didn't perform. Jordan Miller needs to get more snaps, and so does Ford. I think Nesta's the one guy that he just disappoint.
Yeah, Ford played pretty good. All right, so Coach, I'm gonna put you on the spot here. We got some other people trying to call in. First off, I really appreciate you calling in here today, brother. But give me a score prediction for Saturday.
I'm going to go 28-21 Canes, baby.
Woo, all right. There we go. I'll
take
take that
score.
All right. All right, man. I appreciate you calling in, Coach, brother. You have a great night, and go Canes, and we'll talk to you later.
Be well. God bless. Goodbye.
You too. Thank you, brother. All right.
We
got another one calling in already.
This is a janky setup.
Hello, who we got?
Hey, buddy, it's your friendly App State fan.
What's up? The Zach attack. What's up?
I don't know what saying about I hung up.
Listen. I'm not buying either of you back next time. So I do want to go ahead and say this. I just want both teams to have fun. I'm getting off work at 6:30 Saturday night, and I do not plan on watching.
Okay.
Oh, what?
Well, you know,
Listen,
he can't.
bro, I don't
understand
so I was
that.
at the game I was at the game in Boone last time, and I was wearing my black and gold. I had to, but I'll go ahead and get this out of the way first, and they're gonna put me on the spot. 42-24 Miami.
Okay.
So that's about what I'm thinking. But there you go. Good job. So,
But here's one more thing.
Go ahead. What you got?
App State isn't your average Sun Belt or mid-tier team. App State could keep their own. Y'all got to remember, we beat Michigan in 2007. But since then, Penn State, when they were number 5 a few years later, we took them to overtime. Same with Tennessee. And those are all road games. So we just have a knack of showing up on the road for big P5 games. Sean Clark, our coach, I have all the faith in him. Frank Ponce just came back as our offensive coordinator from Louisville, where he went with Scott Satterfield. I mean, we got a good coaching staff, and Frank recruits the hell out of South Florida. I mean, even Zion Nelson, look where he came from.
Right, and after he played Saturday, you can have him back.
Listen, I don't know. Man.
I'm just teasing. I'm just teasing.
But you got to realize, too, our quarterback, was a 4-star recruit to Clemson.
Okay, wait. Zach. You can't just say that without actually elaborating on who he is. It's the same guy that played for Duke last year, right?
Hold on. We got Clemson Chase. We didn't get Duke Chase.
No, you got Duke change. You got Duke change.
And you know what? Before I called in, I got all his stats from last week, and I knew one of y'all was going to play that game.
There you go. That's funny. All right.
He went, 20 for 27 last week?
What's that?
Yeah.
He went 20 for 27 last week.
Oh, yeah. No, I watched the game. I'm not going to lie. I watched the game.
Yeah, he also got sacked 4 times last time we played Duke.
Okay. Yeah, he did. But the part that concerns me is the lack of linebackers on Miami. We love those cross routes. And I think it was Matt, you touched on it. Sam Run Peoples, one of our running backs, and he's like a Mack truck.
Mm-hmm.
So
that's right. Then we're just
going
to give Don Chaney the ball. He's just going to run all over the freaking field on App State.
If he even gets to play.
Why won't he play?
Because Cam Harris is going to take all this snaps.
No reason not to put him out there.
Oh, I got you.
Yeah.
Ain't no reason.
But I know
he's the better back. He proved it on Saturday. He's a better back.
100%, I agree. But our two of our best defensive players are actually out this week. The first one is out for the first half for targeting. And
I did not know that.
The second one is out for an injury.
Which are the 2 players you're referencing? Is it the linebackers?
Yeah.
What was that?
Nail, off my head.
He said, yeah.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, one of them is a linebacker.
Okay. Yeah, because I know one of their linebackers was pretty solid in coverage.
It's going to be a lot closer than people think. I think App scores first. Maybe goes up 2 touchdowns, and I'll wake Miami the hell up. But then after that, it's going to be on Miami.
I like it. We'll take it.
Okay.
All right, Zach.
That's what I think.
Wait.
Go ahead. What you got, Matt?
I was going to ask him. What can...
Teams to have fun.
I got to ask you, though, Zach.
I guess you guys in Verdansk.
All right, hold on. Matt wants to ask
Zach, can you hear me?
Oh, jeez.
What scares you the most about this game as an App State fan?
Getting kicked out of the club, OBB.
Oh, that's funny.
That's funny. All right, Big Daddy, you have a great night, and we'll catch you in Verdansk, my brother.
Later, y'all.
All right, have a good one.
Later.
Appreciate you.
Oh, man, that's funny. So for those of you that don't know, that's obviously our buddy. We play Warzone with him all the time. He went to App State, right?
Yeah,
that's
he
why
graduated from App State.
Yeah, he graduated from App State, but he was like a lifelong Miami.
Well, he's from Miami.
Yeah, he's from Miami, so he's a Miami fan. So he's got 2 hats on today. Oh man, that's gonna be funny. Either way, he'll be happy. But
he'll be happy either way. You're right.
Yeah. So, I'm not sure if we're gonna have another. Do we have another caller?
Not at this particular moment.
Okay. Do you want to do a little game before we get another caller? Maybe.
Yeah. What game do you want to do?
How about a little bit of All Hype Sounds Right?
All Hype. Oh, here we go.
Mm-hmm.
And now it's time for everyone's favorite game show, All Hype or Sounds Right. With your favorite host, Matty Ice.
Too happy.
I know. I just saw that as we did this. All right, Caniacs. Name of the game is All Hype Sounds Right. You're gonna tell me if something's all hype or if it sounds right, sounds legit to you. Number 1, App State edition of this. Don Chaney will have more carries this week than Cam Harris.
Oh, absolutely. Sounds
okay.
Right.
What's the ratio? What's the ratio we thinking here?
I'm gonna say 60-40.
60-40.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And also, Knighton's suspended for how many more games? Is it 3 more?
Was it 3 or 4 games? I couldn't remember.
Well, like 3 more, so it would be 4 games.
No, right. That's what I'm saying. I couldn't remember if it was 3 or 4 games.
Oh, I think it's 4. Yeah.
4. Okay.
It was an even number.
Yeah, 3 more.
Okay. Next one. He's becoming like one of my favorite Canes. Cam Kinchins will wear the turnover chain this week. All Hype Sounds Right.
Oh, sounds right. Didn't he wear it well, he
for a little bit
last
week.
He
technically did wear it, though.
Technically wear it. But yeah, no, he'll get it. We'll probably see it out quite often.
Okay. How many times are you thinking?
I'm going to say 4 times.
Okay. I was going to set the over-under at 3.5.
Yeah, and I'm not talking about interceptions too. I'm talking about fumble recoveries, things like that.
Okay.
I just see 4 times. 4 times.
Okay, last one. The Miami Hurricanes will have over 2.5 sacks against App State. In 12 games last season, App State allowed 1.75. Last week against Eastern Carolina, they only allowed 1. Last time Miami played Chase Bryce, what I said earlier to Zach, they sacked him 4 times. He's obviously the quarterback for App State now after transferring from Duke, and before that, Clemson. So what are your thoughts? All Hype Sounds Right.
What was the over-under again?
2.5.
2.5.
It will be over 2.5. I know. I set these David Lake lines, man.
No, because after watching that film, if they don't fix some of that stuff, I don't think they can get 3 sacks, to be honest.
Oh, you don't think so? Okay.
No. Now, if they fix some of that stuff, then yeah, they can get 3 sacks. But I mean, there's a lot of work going on that needs to happen. But
I know
I'm going to go with All Hype.
Okay.
And I hope I'm wrong.
So you're thinking like right at that 2 range, maybe?
Yeah, I'm going to say right about the 2 range. Yeah. No, 2 range. I'm thinking 2 range. Yeah.
Okay. I know they have a couple good offensive linemen. I don't know their names by any chance, but when I was doing a read up, so we'll have to see. I mean, we talked about it the week before. I don't want to go back too much about Bama, but what did we say? It was going to be a battle in the trenches, right?
Mm-hmm.
And what happened? We didn't win that battle.
Did not win that.
It wasn't even close, right? We got manhandled.
Yes.
So, are we going to step up? Defensive end's going to step up. What do you think? I was going to add this as an All Hype Sounds Right. Mm. Do you think Chance Williams, he had a play last week, he played pretty decent. How many you think he gets a sack or 2? What do you think?
No, I'm going to go with I don't know. I don't know who's going to get him, but we're going to get 2 sacks. I don't know who's going to do it.
Okay. You're thinking maybe from the defensive tackle position, maybe your boy Nesta.
From the tackle. I mean, it could be a blitz, could be a safety blitz. As long as you. And that one where Bubba went flying in the backfield and whiffed on the quarterback. I mean, you got to go in there a little bit under control. You can't just go flying in there and try to dive at a mobile guy like that. It's just not going to work.
We got an honorary another All Hype Sounds Right. Instead of this Saturday, I don't think he's going to start this Saturday based on, I know that when they send out those like roster depth charts, they're kind of just like a political thing.
Correct.
Chance Williams starts next Saturday when we'll be there. What do you think?
Oh, Michigan State, you think?
Yeah. What do you think?
It could be possible. I could see that. It all depends on, this week should give us a little better indication of our football team, because we had our measuring stick, we failed. But we know where we're at. I mean, we should know where we're at now.
Do we know where we're at though?
Should.
So let me ask you something too.
Go ahead.
Because you brought this up. I saw something too. Do you think, you know how there was that whole debate? Is Miami closer to Alabama than than Florida State is to Miami?
Right.
I think, is it a pretty much a consensus that we're closer to Florida State than Alabama?
I do not agree with that.
You think we're closer to Alabama?
Here's the thing: you're basing off what Florida State did for the opening game with Bobby Bowden after he died. You know what I'm saying? They came out and played pretty well, but then you got Notre Dame, all hyped Notre Dame again. From what I saw in that game, I mean, yeah, they have some ballers that can play. Now, when McKenzie Milton came in there, they played a little better. If he stays healthy, or if he can get in there and start, it's going to be a little bit. They're a much better team with him in there for sure. But I'm not scared of them whooping us, beating us. Now, would it be close? Yeah, probably. But I mean, it won't be a 52-10 or nothing like that. But I see a much closer game. But I'm not. I think we'll still win by probably 10-14.
But you're kind of dodging. Is Miami closer in talent level?
Miami is closer in talent level to Alabama than we are Florida State.
No way. I disagree with that, actually.
You do?
Based on that first game, based on the holes in this roster.
So switch it. Now let's say Florida State played Bama.
Okay. But like
if you Notre Dame the same way.
No. But if you told me a team, like if you told me Georgia, I just think that Alabama is just on a completely different tier based on their performance.
Oh,
we haven't won any significant games. We've won one bowl game in the last 13 years. Correct. You know, all these old ass Cane fans that are like, you know, this is the U, we win, we dominate. Guess what? We haven't done any of that in the last like fucking 20 years.
And it's going to be a while before we get there. But
yeah,
I mean, we're kind of on the right track. Here's the deal.
We won't know until end of the season.
Right. Every goal that we want is still ahead of us this season. Every goal is. I know Bama's going to be in our head the whole rest of the year, but our goal is still Coastal's still up for grabs. I mean, did you watch that NC State Virginia Tech game?
Yeah.
Yeah, NC State, I'm not worried about that loss. Virginia Tech could be. Who knows? Because they played their asses off. But so our Coastal chances are still very much alive. After that, we have, hopefully get to the ACC championship game, play Clemson. DJ over the weekend, he looked like a young guy who hasn't played a lot. I mean, they missed Trevor Lawrence for sure. But, I mean, they're still good. I mean, his first game, like you said, Georgia was just much better at some things. But that was a great game. But I would we need to win the Coastal, make it to the ACC championship game, compete, and season's perfectly fine.
Yeah, I just want to make it to the ACC championship game. That's like my goal for this year. The fact that we lost,
we're going to lock up all the recruits, Saints, all of them. Because then you can take Alabama, you can take what we did for the year. Like, look, okay, you are this missing piece right here. If we had you here, blah, blah, blah. You know what I'm saying? You could use it.
This is what I'll say. It doesn't – I kind of disagree a little bit. It doesn't shock me. It's just disappointing.
Oh, absolutely.
Because I figured, like, this might be the case. You're playing Alabama, the best team in the country by far. You know, it's –
right, you just want to see more competitiveness out of our team.
Yeah, exactly. But anyways, so I don't know if we're gonna get another caller. It's okay though. Do you want to end this? You want to end this off with a really random rankings?
We can. Let me get this because I was not prepared for this, so I got to go back in and look for it.
It's okay. It's okay.
Okay, here we go.
So this edition of the Really Random Rankings actually has something to do with the University of Miami. So in honor of the first game being played, we got to see the turnover chain. I thought we could rank all of the turnover chains. Play calling was vanilla and dreadful. Yeah, I'm not so sure. I think it was vanilla and stuff, but yeah, I don't know.
I don't know much about vanilla, but they needed a different game plan for sure.
Yeah, they needed a game plan.
Yeah. Sorry. All right, go ahead.
I thought
you're right, Greg.
we could rank the top 5 turnover chains. The top 5. There is only 5.
Okay.
So do you want to go first, or do you want me to go first?
Top 5 turnover chains. I'll go first.
Yeah, just rank the 5. Okay, go ahead.
Number 5 has got to be this new one.
yeah. Let's just do top 4.
Okay.
We already know what 5 is.
Yeah. So yeah, that one. Let's see, because we had the U, the Ibis, the 305, and the State of Miami.
Mm-hmm.
So I would have to go to 305 as my 4th one.
Okay.
I'd have to go the Ibis as my 3rd one. The State of Miami, just because it's the remnants.
That one is really sick.
For Howard Snellenberger, and then number 1 has got to be the original one.
The OG.
Yeah.
So mine's different. The only
thing
thing that's different for me is the Sebastian and the 305. I have flip flop. So I had 305 3rd and Sebastian 4th. But yeah, that new chain, man. It looks like they just were like, oh shit, we forgot to design a new chain. Let's just put something together and throw that shit out there.
I mean, is that thing supposed to be an ear hole thing? Because if that's what it's supposed to be, it doesn't look like it's in the right spot. That big. Somebody needs to explain that to me. What that's all about.
Yeah,
I don't get it.
I'm just disappointed that they didn't take our idea of the turnover pipe. I thought that would have been a lot better. Yeah. I'm not a fan.
We got to drop the pipe apparently.
Yeah, I do like the touchdown rings though. I don't know if you saw those. Those are pretty sick.
I didn't get to see them, to be honest.
Okay.
I'll
send.
Actually, I can look it up. No big deal.
Yeah, look it up. You can look it up and post it. But the new turnover chain, What
do you guys think about the new turn? Wait, App State has a pipe. It needs to be retired. Oh, no one knows, right, Greg? No one knows what that thing is. It needs to be retired until we can play. Absolutely agree with that. App State. But I will say this: when Cam Kitchens supposedly got it the first time it came out, did you see him? He didn't really want to put it on.
Yeah.
And then as soon as he put it on, he walked up, he got off, and he's like, take it right off. So, I like that. He didn't have to put it on. I think they just made him put it on.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. It was the first time that thing got brought out. That's the one thing, like, we had him on. Like, that kid is, like, focused, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, because, I mean, you messaged him the other day and with, kind of seeing where his head was at, and he's still locked in. He's still locked in. I don't think.
I asked him. I was like, "Yo, you got to tell me what the turnover chain looks like." And he's like, "I don't know, man." I was like,
"We don't even know."
I told him, I was like, "You're gonna be the first one to wear it. Just watch." And he's like, "LOL." And little do we know, he technically was the first one to wear it.
He was. You're right.
Yeah. So that's some funny shit. Oh man. Well, man, what do you think? Well, this was quite an episode. We had a lot of issues to start. I feel like we're just jumbling now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways, it threw us off. We had a plan. Yeah. It was going to be a great plan, but it threw us off our game. But anyways, go ahead.
You know what? It was?
What is that?
It was OBS just made adjustments. We couldn't, handle the adjustments. We didn't know how to.
And Manny Diaz'd it.
Yeah, we Manny Diaz'd it.
Just teasing.
They were showing a different look. Okay, they'd never shown that look before.
That's right. I thought they were going to run the ball more. That's what he said. That was funny. But anyways, so let's go ahead and end the show. Let's end it on this. What's your final prediction for this week?
Oh, I think the offense is a little more active. I didn't even think of a score, to be honest with you, before you asked me. I'm going to go.
While you're thinking, Omar last week picked Bama to win 45-24. He was the closest.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow. I'm going to go 35-20.
35-20? 50. Okay.
Yeah.
How many times have we heard that excuse, right? They never saw
that. Yeah, no, every freaking week, Greg. The broken record.
I'm going to go with a blowout. I'm going to go with 45-17. That's my score.
Okay.
That's what I think is going to happen.
I don't even remember what I said for my score already.
You only got you said 35-20 or something like that. It was like a
35. Oh, yeah, 35-20. Okay.
Yeah, it was like a 15-point difference. But
remember Zach's 42-24. That's what he said.
See, he's got the same idea. He's got the same idea I do. But yeah, I just see that happening because just from some of the people, it was 44-10 last time they played. Absolutely. And that team wasn't nowhere near as good as this team. I'm not gonna lie. That team back then would have got smoked by this team this year. But yeah, that's what I got. I expect a blowout, and we will be live. I don't know about you, but I will be live right after the game. I'm sure you will. Boone boys will be fired. They're always fired up. They said that the last time, man. They was all having hype and Miami's on upset watch, all this, all that. And then we end up whooping their ass. Greg coming in strong. Yep, I agree with that, Greg. 41-14. That's what I think.
All right, man.
What you got here, Zach? No, the app team now is better, Ella. So well, true. They are a little better now. You're right. All
right, man. Let's close it out.
All right, so don't forget, after the game, we'll be live for the post-game show. I'll have the phone lines and everything working for sure. I'll have all day to figure it out. Other than that, go Canes. Appreciate everybody calling in. Go support the show. Bro, app was fundraising for app was fundraising for a new scoreboard. Used app's score versus Miami as promo art. That's funny. All right, so just catch us on wherever you catch your podcasts, and please like and subscribe us on YouTube. That's growing pretty good now. Of course, it could go a little faster, but it is what it is. It's growing steadily, so I'm pretty happy. Any last words you want to say, Matt?
Nope.
All right, then I guess we just going to do it that day. We're just going to shut it out and go Canes. Later, y'all. Have a great day.
Oh, yeah.